Welcome to Legacy United, the third chapter in the Legacy toy line, celebrating all 40 years of Transformers from Generation 1 to Cyberverse. We are officially in its final year, United. And how does it stack up to the other two, Legacy and Evolution? In today's video, we'll look at all of the first wave, from the cores, the deluxes, the voyagers, and of course, the leaders. But disclaimer before we start, I will not be taking a look at either of the Rock Lords, Boulder Crash, nor Magnius, as whilst they do look cool, they do not fit my collection, so I have not bought them. And neither will I be taking a look at Laser Prime, as A, that is a package refresh from the first year of Legacy, and B, I'd never have any interest in that figure. I have Scourge and Doctortron. I no need for the original. So, how this video is going to get started, we're going to take a look at each class individually, starting off with the course and with the leaders. We are going to compare them to previous years, the wave ones anyway, seeing how they offer, seeing if there's anything that they could have done better. And then we will go on to the alt modes for each of them, and any gimmicks that may be in there. So I hope you do stick around and enjoy. To start, we're going to take a look at Tasmania Kid and Energon Megatron from the first wave of Legacy United. These figures are very different from each other. One of them is from the Beast Wars second universe and in scale with every mainline figure. However, Energon Megatron is from the Energon universe and does not scale with anyone at all. He very much fits in with the core figures of the larger characters like the core Optimus Prime that we got, and the Beast Machine's Cheetor that has recently been leaked. Which, these figures are completely different. There is a third on Boulder Crash, but as we know, I am not taking a look at that one today. Both of these have great articulation. Obviously, both of them have head swivels. You have ball joints all over, the shoulders. Tasmania Kid has wrists due to his transformation. None of them have waists, but that's to be expected. They have knee joints and thigh rotation due to the ball joints. Tasmania Kid has slight ankle movement. Megatron is a bit more limited. His head is not on a ball joint, so he can't look up or down or do anything really important. Shoulders very hindered, obviously with the big spikes, but you can obviously move them around, and obviously the tab there as well. So it's slight bit, prohibited. Have an actual thigh cut in the leg side of Megatron. He has a very deep knee bend due to his transformation. And he does have ankles, just transformation really. But he just can also move the wings, and so can Tasmania Kid. But these were really great figures. And nothing against Tasmania Kid, I just found myself really enjoying this one more. And I have none of the core classes that this guy would fit with. None at all. I wanted him mainly because of Eric C. Benela's art that he's been doing recently. He's really good, he's really fun. Now, accessories, Tasmania Kid comes with his tail. No, it's okay. But Energon Megatron, the original toy and the show, comes with the small Armada Megatron and the sword that comes with it. Can't detach, obviously, it is just a hollow piece of gunmetal plastic. But it just up on there. He also comes with the guns, so you can flip them around, and you can also hold them in your hand like that. Well, if they don't fall off because you move them. Or if you actually place them in his hand properly. Like that. Can also be held by any of us with, I think it's 3mm or 2mm ports these are. So Tasmania Kid can also hold them in the palm of his hands. So now let's go on to the alt modes. The alt modes of these are really, really nice. Especially Tasmania Kid. Obviously more of the realistic textures and designs of the Tasmania Devil. But there is one problem. He looks like he's been lobotomized. That isn't any fault of the figure itself. More of that, there's a certain way you've got to get it. Obviously, and sometimes it just doesn't work. Like, one side goes where you get the other side, and it doesn't really work. But it's very nice alt mode. The articulation is really just these two bits here. Bits of the front legs, move. slight bit of movement there on the back of the thigh, and obviously got knee bend and paw bend. Here, really great. I love this top model, swooshing it round. This really does remind me of old Legends class so much. I used to have the Cybertron Optimus Prime and the Cybertron Megatron from the pack that came with the first movie, Prime and Megatron. And this reminds me so much of them. And I really want to get them figures again, because this is really fun. But yeah, these two are really good. So far, the core class is looking great. I mean, considering I didn't get any of the Evolution core classes, I don't think. No, I didn't. None that interested me at all. These two are doing really great. And the Legacy one, well, I only got Iguanus. So these two are already winning on that. Especially Energon Megatron. This is really fun. I really, really enjoy this figure. Now, let's move on to the deluxes. Now, the deluxes are really where United shines. Here we have Cyberverse Universe Windblade, Rescue Box Universe Chase, and of course, Animated Universe Bumblebee. All three of these are absolutely amazing. Chase has an outstanding transformation. Bumblebee's alt mode is so accurate. It's absolutely amazing how they did it. And Windblade, she is an overall just fantastic figure. Everything is perfect for her, in my opinion, apart from she's missing a slight bit more black. So, start Bumblebee. Animated, obviously. I'm going to really enjoy it. His plastic feels really nice as well. He's really dense. He isn't loose, even if he does feel a tiny bit small. But that doesn't matter when he feels this good, and the engineering is absolutely amazing for him. Let's go for the articulation. Obviously, his head is, I think it's on a ball joint. It's a very tight ball joint, though. He has got transformation joint there, so you can use that for articulation. He has very weird shoulders. So, if you have the shoulders normally, which, should be like that, then you couldn't move them like that, really. But then you've got all that movement there. So, really nice joints, but very strange, incredibly strange joints. You do have biceps and elbow, but it does get hindered by the tab there, so if you want to get full, it's best to do it like that. He does surprisingly have wrist articulation, even though the hands are incredibly small. He has waist. He also does have a fake, not a really fake ab crunch, but he has an actual ab crunch, which is amazing in my opinion for a deluxe, especially one of his size. Thigh swivel. He does have, well, obviously universals there. Very tight knee joint, but look how much that is. That's amazing, and if you want to, you could, I think, move that down to make it look a bit more natural. He does have ankle articulation, but it's very tight because it gets caught. And he does have a tight bit of toe down. Now, he does come with 4 accessories, 2 boosters and 2 stingers. The stingers are the only problem I really have with this figure. Other than, of course, the feet are backwards. They should be at the front of the feet. But, oh well. Boosters are really nice. Smoky clear. Much like the original. The stingers are the problem because of how they're sculpted. Well, it's not really the problem, the stingers themselves. Because they're straight with tabs. It's the way you have to use them. So, it's angled. So, no matter what you do, if you want to try and have them facing forward, you're always going to have them facing down on an angle. Even if you do it like that. But that's mainly so that you can do this, which is his gimmick. Much like the original toy, you can, in fact, if I'd actually do it properly, because I'm an idiot and I don't know how to do it clearly, tab stingers together, and there you go. He has his stinger, which is really nice. But I really wish that he could have done the single stingers because he used that more than this in the show. But I'm mainly just saying that as I'm an animated purist. I love animated so much. No, I can't even get these undone. Because they're really tight and it's clear plastic, so it's kind of scary. But yeah, Bumblebee's great. He feels great in hand. He's really fun to handle. Yes, he's small. I don't know, people complain, but come on. He's got the amount of plastic and he's perfect in my opinion. He's not my favourite of the 3 deluxes. We'll come to her last because she's my favourite. But yeah, Bumblebee's great. He's really, really fun. And obviously, if you're like me, you're into animated, you're going to have to get him. Chase is next. Chase is really great. I'm hoping that leaked lockdown, sorry, let me have a sip of my brew, is a repaint of this. Because the way the legs work, and this all works, is very much animated lockdown. It's really fun. And plus, he has a hook. Of course there's going to be a lockdown. So yeah, this is a great figure. He doesn't look much like... I mean, I have his original toy here. Well, the closest to the original toy you're going to get. There. Obviously, this is Rescue Bots Chase, not General. Oh, let's just have everything fall over, shall we? There we go. Yeah, there you go. But yeah, this is a great toy. He's really fun. The accessory, very tight. It just literally just clips over his hand, but these hooks, to get them in, they are really difficult. So I am not going to undo them because I fear that they may break because they are clear plastic. They are clear painted blue. Let's go for the articulation. Head is on a ball joint. So you've got a lot of wiggle waggly, you've got a lot, but it's very deep recess, so you always like he's hunched. Doesn't have the shoulders are far back as well. He does have hot rod shoulders, as that toy guy calls them, or trigger happy shoulders, whatever. No, he calls trigger happy shoulders, it's perspective that calls it hot rod shoulders. But he does have them shoulders, but you can obviously move them around. He does have very loose joint here, compared to the other one. They are on a mushroom peg on the shoulders, so you can move them around like that. He does have a bicep swivel, just single jointed 90-degree bend there, and then the wrist can do that for absolutely no reason, not even for transformation. They just do that. I don't know why. I have no idea, but you do have waist swivel, very nice back joints apart from there because they back into the back panel. He does have very nice knee, thigh swivel there. Ankle tilt that much, but that way because of transformation. And he does have heel down. But he's really fun. He's really sturdy. His gimmick is this. His capture claw. So we can capture Decepticons. And it's really nice. It's really nice mould. I'm hoping that this will just come with a bigger hook for when, if it's locked down. Which this mould is really going to be locked down into. He also does come with these two here. Which those hooks can go in there, but I'm not going to risk it. Yeah, this is a really nice figure. He's really enjoyable. I was really surprised at how much I enjoyed him. Once again, next to the original Rescue Bots toy. Now then, let's get on to my favourite of the deluxes, Windblade. She is really fun. So before I go into a long tangent, let's go on to the articulation. Ball joint at the head, so you can get a bit of wiggly waggly there as well. She does have universals on the shoulders. You can use the shoulder pad joints as well if you want more. Slightly less than 90-degree bend, but that's alright. She does a wrist swivel. I wish she had that movement because she's a short sword wielder. She does have a waist swivel. Very nice, tight thigh articulation, like really tight. So I'm not worried about these deteriorating over time. She does have a nice knee bend there. And it looks like you could cheat it with a hinge there, but that's just for the back panel. So you can't really cheat it. She does have nice ankle articulation. And you can move it back due to the transformation. Now, this is a phenomenal figure. She doesn't look it, really. But she is really fun. Obviously, the sword can attach there, which I think all sword transformers could do. Bludgeon. I really like how that looks. And the sword is really nice as well. Like, look at that. It's really nice. Go on. Yeah, there we go. That's a gorgeous sword. Clear plastic. It's either black plastic clear, but I don't know what it is really. But obviously it can fit into her hand, And so many poses you could do with this. Transformers that come with swords are absolutely amazing. And then a final accessory is the fan. Now I don't want to break this because it is very thin and it's very tightly on the back of the head. But because she is modelled after a geisha girl, and there's an actual port there for the fan, you can shove the fan into her hand and she can hold it. Which I think is really nice. Didn't have to do that, but they did. Yeah, honestly she's a really fun figure. She definitely is my favourite deluxe. So now, should we get onto alt modes? Now we have their alt modes, and they are really good, especially Bumblebee's. Like, this is the screen model, in my opinion. Not opinion, this is just a screen model. More than Prime was. I mean, obviously, take off the boosters, and there you go. He's so nice, and he's nice and compact. He feels great in hand. I do really, come on, focus on the Bumblebee. He's really nice. And he rolls really well because he's got pin wheels. Like, that is so smooth. And let's place these back on and look at Chase. This is Chase. Obviously, this was clearly meant for kids, and this was meant for us. Take off his little thing there, and this is a great vehicle mode, and the transformation is so fun. Like, this vehicle is absolutely amazing. I need this as lockdown right now. Give me some more spikes here, maybe some on the wheels, and there we go. Perfect lockdown. It's a great figure. Rolls well, but not as Bumblebee because the wheels aren't pinned. But yeah, he's a great figure. Now this is great too. I forgot to do that, didn't I? I forgot to give him the silver. Wow. I do wish there was more black on it, like I said originally. But this is, she's so fun to do. I can't wait for let's be honest, this will be turned into Slipstream and we won't get a Voyager one, sadly. But I'm so excited for the Slipstream because this figure is great. She can do that, and that's her gimmick in this mode. It's that. Obviously she has landing gear, so you can put that in, and there you go. But yeah, I do think these are great. You put them into Legacy. Wave 1, RC, Drag Strip, Kickback and Skids. I think these are better than them, in my opinion. There's a lot more variety. They're not just blue, which is what the majority of them were, apart from Drag Strip, it was yellow. Evo Wave 1, yeah, it was good with Needle Nose and Hotshot. And who was the other one? Needle Nose, Hotshot. Clearly not that important if I can't bloody remember them. Oh, and Breakdown. Yeah, this is clearly better in my opinion. So far, 2 points to Legacy United. Now, Voyagers. I won't dwell too much on the Voyagers, as I've already spoke about them, especially this one in depth. But these two are my favourite figures of United. They're fantastic. They are probably my favourite Voyagers from Legacy as a whole. I'm trying to think, is there anyone that could possibly rival them? Maybe Lio Convoy or Override, but I can't think of any more that could. So, we have Animated Universe Optimus Prime and Thundertron. These two pretty much have exactly the same articulation, just some better joints. So I'll just go over Optimus Prime. Shoulder articulation, bicep, elbows, wrists, waist, head, thigh movement, knee, and ankle. These two are great. I mean, Optimus, I still can't believe that we're got a new Optimus Prime. Wow. I mean, what a figure this is. Their accessories are really good as well, like Thundertron with his peg leg and his sword, and Prime with his axe. These two are fantastic. So shall we get on to the transformations? Now here we have a fire engine, well, half of one, and a Zoid, Tiger, Liger thing. I have no idea, I don't know my Zoids, I only know Transformers and Anime and Overwatch, but that's besides the point. These two look great. Both of them have amazing transformations. This one that borrows from the original, both the originals, Deluxe and Voyager. This one I have no idea if it borrows anything from, because I do not have the original Thundertron, but these two are really fun. To me, these are both the poster childs for United. They are so fun. I mean, everyone, I think, should own this. Not everyone should own this, because it won't fit in everyone's collection, because, I mean, it says Prime Universe, but it was in the books, not the cartoon. So it doesn't really matter, but this is a phenomenal figure. Probably one of my favourites of the year so far, along with this. These two are really fun. So get them both. Legacy Wave 1, the Voyagers were Bulkhead and Blaster. These are far better than them. And in Evolution, it was Lyle Convoy and Tarn. Once again, I think these are better than them. Lyle Convoy's great. I mean, Tarn Bludgeon's the better version, but these two just beat him. I think it's the fact that it's animated and it's Prime, the two shows that I grew up on. So, probably this may be a bit biased there, but in my opinion, these two are so much better than Legacy or Evolutions. So, Tigerhawk. Now it's time for the big boy of United, Tigerhawk. What a beast. Clearly worth the leader price. The last time I agreed with that was the Dinobots from 86, even though as much as I love Scourge and Skyquake and Dreadwing, this one really does feel worth the £55 price point. So overall, he looks absolutely amazing. The amount of things you can do with him are just mind-blowing. We'll come to that in a bit, obviously. So let's go over the articulation. So obviously, legs being a bit funny. He has a ball joint at the head, so you can get some really good poses out of that. Each arm is very different, obviously due to the limits of the sculpts. But they are really good joints. No wristable, sad, but understandable after all the way this transforms. He does have a waist, really good waist, but obviously if you want to really properly use it, you've got to kind of move things out of the way. But this is a really good waist swivel. The legs are very strange though. Whilst they can go out really far, back quite far if the wings don't get in the way. They're weirdly indented there, so you either got to have him stock straight like this, makes his legs look really small, or that, which, a bit awkward. Very much like 86 for Edgar's knees. Now the legs, obviously there is a thigh swivel. The knees are very strange, because you've got this bit here, which can go in and out, and obviously that looks more natural having it come out like that, but you can obviously move it back more like that. And yeah, he's very strange figure this. I really do enjoy him. Ankle pivot, and you can move them back and forth as well. Now, accessories for this guy, gal, or they, them, I don't know what pronouns you would really go for them, because it is a male and a female combined into one. They do have a gun on their arm, which you can move around, but I'm going to keep that on. The wingtips there come out to form swords, but one of the coolest things, these here. The big, can't even see them, big cannons, which I'm going to show you more of that in the Tiger Hawk mode, which, to be honest, I think we should get into now. Here is the Tiger Hawk. What an old mode. It's an absolute beast. It's a machine made for destruction. Some of the details that I really like about this alt mode are the asymmetry, the more mechanical sides, the more, obviously, organic sides. Captain Fanzone would hate this, so would Sentinel Prime. Really good. I mean, it's such a good figure as well. Now, some features you can do here are obviously you can swing the wings forward. And of course, you can do the guns, which I really do enjoy. It just feels like a kid's toy, like an old movie Voyager, an animated Voyager, with the gimmicks it has. It's such a good design, a good figure. It feels great. This is a leader class. So, we'll transform Tigerhawk and we'll get back and we'll see which one's better. So, how does United Wave 1 stack up to Legacy and Evolution? I think it kicks them all out of the park because this is fantastic. This first wave has really rejuvenated my love for Transformers. The modern side, that is, because I have been massively into animated figures and been collecting them because Evolution just felt a bit boring. I'm not going to lie, it did feel a bit boring. And animated, I've always wanted to get back into it, so now I did do. But now United has really kicked off my love for new mainline figures once again. I think the three that I'd recommend everyone would get Animated Prime, Deluxe Windblade, and Energon Megatron. I just think those three are the best of all of the wave. Whilst Tigerhawk and Thundertron are great, they're not going to be to everyone's taste, because obviously it's Beast Wars and everyone likes Beast Wars, and it's Thundertron. What more to say, I mean, it's Thundertron. Chase is great, but most people will be waiting for the lockdown repaint. Bumblebee's also great, but obviously he's small, so many people won't go for him. And Tasmania Kid, well, unless you've watched Beast Wars 2nd, would you really want him? I mean, I've actually one of the probably 10 people in the entire universe that have watched Beast Wars 2nd that aren't in Japan. That's the reason I got him. But yeah, Legacy United Wave 1 is great. I have been Jinx, and this is my look at Transformers Legacy United Wave 1. Please remember to check my book out, the link will be in the description. I will see you when we next take a look at another character from the franchise we all love.